I'm a Londoner and I'm passionate about our city and all it's got to offer, but what I want to see is a London that's fairer, where everybody has opportunities to succeed and take advantage of the best that London's got to offer. Just as everybody in this city does, I use the services that the other Londoners also use. So using public transport gives you a real sense of the frustrations people feel in terms of delays and the cost of transport. Just as using restaurants and theatres also gets you a sense of the city, and visiting people on the doorstep and such like. Population growth has to be the biggest challenge that faces the GLA and the London Assembly, because that means that every single aspect of services in London and the services that the Mayor provides and oversees will be put under pressure. So everything from transport through to school places, through to actual jobs and making sure people have got the homes they need, all of these are put under additional pressure by the growth in our population. I've campaigned over the past few years on low pay, on access to food, on access to decent homes. So I think that these are the issues that I would want to campaign on during this campaign and would want to continue carrying on campaigning on in the next few years. We need to have housing in London that is affordable for everybody who wants to live and work here. Already we see that too many people are being priced out of London. We're seeing population movement, and we're seeing people simply not be able to afford housing that's got enough space. So we're seeing quite a lot of overcrowding. So what I'd like to see is accommodation that doesn't just meet the 80% of the average measure of affordable, but is genuinely affordable and not out of reach of both the single people starting out in life, but also families who wish to stay in London, who all too often are being priced out of our city. London's transport network is an incredible achievement, and I think we've got to recognise that we have an amazing public transport network here in London. But again, with the growing population, there's additional pressures on it. I think to keep it moving, it's not necessarily about the trains or the buses moving, it's about the people being able to get from A to B, and that's also about affordability. So I think that one of the things I'd like to see is fares kept at a lower level and not see the price rises that we've seen under the previous Mayor Boris Johnson. Brexit would have an incredibly negative impact on London's economy, and when we talk about London's economy, we're not just talking about the businesses that we have here in London, we're actually talking about the people who work for them, who are dependent on our economy here in London for their jobs, for their livelihoods, and for being able to pay the bills that they have to pay on a monthly basis. So I think we rely very heavily here in London on Europe for our exports, and we are essentially Europe's capital city, so it would seem nonsensical to me for us to leave the European Union.